Hello and welcome to Rick's 5-Minute Guitar. In this case, we're going to be talking about ukuleles. More specifically, we're going to learn how to tune a ukulele, okay? This is a concert ukulele. It's tuned to A. In fact, right now it's not really tuned to much of anything. It's pretty out of tune. Sounds terrible, okay? Yeah, it's horrible. So, it can be pretty easy to knock your ukulele out of tune. You can cause your ukulele to go out of tune playing it. You can cause it to go out of tune looking at it. It can go out of tune just sitting in the room overnight. Temperature changes, humidity, lots of things can affect it. So I always encourage my students to, every time you pick up the instrument, when you're getting ready to play, it's good to have one of these, a little snark, or you can also use an app, a tuning app that you can get off of an app store for your smartphone to keep your ukulele tuned when you're playing. So it's important to be in tune because we work awful hard to be able to play a ukulele, and we want to be able to make it sound right. If we're playing it right, we want it to sound right. So again, these are probably the most popular thing now. It's called a snark. You can get one of these guys here, and it just clips right on your headstock of your ukulele. And here's how it works. Well, first of all, the strings of a ukulele are A, first string here is your A, E is your second string, and C is your third string, and then your fourth string is G. Okay, so that means that open string is A, open E, open C, open G. Okay, now as you can hear, even if you're not used to listening to it, those strings did not sound very good together. So they're definitely out of tune. I did that on purpose. But you can see this first string is an A, and it's pretty close, right? Notice on the snark there, you can see that what we want it to do is, so I'm tuned what would be sharp, so higher than what we should be at, right? A little high. So see, I'm loosening the string now, and it goes down, so I'm flatting the string. Okay, we want to always, when we're above tuning, like in this case A, when we've gone a little too far, we always want to tune down below and tune up to the note. So we want to tune up to this A note here. So let's see, there we go. That's pretty much it. Sometimes it'll blink around a little bit. Just get it to when it settles down. You'll know that you're on A. Okay, now let's say you've got a brand new ukulele, or say your ukulele, you've just changed the strings on a ukulele, or it's been sitting around. It's good to stretch the strings out, especially when you get a brand new ukulele. Take it out of the box, tune it up to the note, and then take your fingers, just like so, like this, put your fingers under here, your thumb like that, and just grab it and kind of give it a pull. Not too hard, you don't want to damage it, but just pull it like that and stretch it out. And look here, let's see where it's at now. See, it went flat, didn't it? So I've stretched the string. Okay, so then we can bring it back up to tune, to the A note. Now that looks like that's in tune. Okay, let's see, here the strings are tied to the bridge. So there can be some stretching there, and then also around the tuning, the posts on the tuning machines, you'll have some stretching there as well. So let's tune our next string, which is our E. So let's see where that's at. So you can see that string there is flat. So let's tune up to the E. You know, as far as stretching the strings, even if the strings have been on here for a little while, it seems like they're just going out of tune too easy. Just give them a stretch, you know. Give them a little stretch, these nylon strings. Okay. Yeah, we want it to be in tune. We want to try to get it as solid as possible. So now I'm on the third string. Okay, the second string looked good. So third string is a C string. So you can see it's a little flat there. So I'm going to tune up to the C. Okay. Okay, so that's not so bad. Pretty easy. And I'm going to give this another stretch too. And then tune back up to the C. okay? All right, now our fourth string is a G note, and it's really flat, right? Now on this uke, I have a wound fourth G string, so it's a little deeper sounding than your, well, it's a lot deeper sounding actually. So there, I've gone up to the G note. Okay, let's try that again on this one. Just give it a little bit of a stretch. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now, usually I'll go back through it again and just make sure everything's settled in good. There's not a whole lot of tension on a ukulele neck from the strings because the strings are such light gauge. Okay. Sometimes on like a guitar, you have to go back through once you've tuned everything up. Maybe the neck could have flexed a little bit and knocked some of the other strings out of tune. So not too much of an issue on a ukulele though. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so that's how we use a snark tuner. Okay, so sounds pretty good in tune. Okay, now what you could do is check it though. So how would you check it to kind of fine tune it with our ear? Well, first of all, so this fourth string is a G. So G, whole step to A, whole step to B, half step to C. So we're gonna go to the 5th fret on our 4th string, and just hold that down with your first finger and play the 3rd string. You see, you can hear those notes that are in unison. So if it was out a little bit, you could just hear that and then go, maybe just listen to it. Okay. All right, so now, all right, so from the G to the C is a 4th apart, meaning 4 notes apart. G, A, B, C, 4 notes. And then from the C to the 2nd E string is a 3rd, okay? C, D, E, so a 3rd apart. So we're gonna go down to the 4th string, okay? And that is our 4th fret rather, on the 3rd string. So that's C, D, E on the 4th string, and that's our E there. So we're going to do the same thing now on the 4th fret. Play them together, and it sounds really good, right? So we're wanting it to be in unison. So if we're tuning the E string to the 4th C string. So if it was a little flat, we could just tune it up there a little bit. Listen to what the 3rd string sounds like there, and then tune the 2nd string up to it. Okay, so now from the E to the A string now is a 4th apart. So E, E, F, G, A. Sorry, I had to think there for a minute. All right, so A. So if it's E, F is a half step, G, whole step, and a whole step to the A, which puts us back on the 5th fret. So hold down the 2nd string on the 5th fret, which is an A note. Now, my 1st string sounds a little flat to me now. So I'm gonna, that sounds better to me now. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, some ukuleles, this is a Cordoba ukulele. It's just a moderately priced one. It's nothing too expensive. Gets the job done though. But on some ukuleles, they're not exactly intonated perfectly. So sometimes you may have to flatten a string a little bit. Depends on the instrument to make it sound just right. If it seems like when you start playing chords, it doesn't sound quite right, you might get used to a certain instrument. Like this one here, actually the A string, I typically flatten it just slightly, and it sounds better. Sounds much better when it's perfectly in tune like this. And you can get used to how that sounds too. Okay? So yeah, tuning your ukulele this way, if you don't have a tuner, and as long as you basically have the G string here basically in tune, You can just tune them to one another, and you may not be perfectly in tune, but they're in tune with one another, and you can play. Okay. Otherwise, it's best to have a tuner, be it a clip-on tuner or your phone app. So I hope this has been helpful, and thanks a lot. Appreciate it. If you'd like lessons, either on the guitar or the ukulele, you can contact me through my website, www.rics5minuteguitar.com. You can contact me through there, or you can just book a lesson. All right. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.